I love Bleach. I watched Bleach back when I was in high school. It was actually one of the first animes that I have ever watched, alongside Naruto and One Piece. And I fucking loved it. It was cool, had epic fights, incredible character design. I mean, what else can a high schooler ask for? I had watched it again recently, start to finish, and I loved it again. But Tableman, how can you love Bleach? It is shit. You have your typical shonen protagonist who beats everyone he faces, characters without any depth, and some bullshit story that doesn't even make sense. Like, if this is heaven, I would rather become a hollow. Well, I am not going to try to argue against these points. I simply don't care about them. Because the show was entertaining. However, I have one major complaint about the show. Hollows. Hollows are introduced as the main villains of the show. They are explained as the reason why Shinigamis exist.
2つ目がフォローを切り倒し浄化することだ。
They are there to stop Hollows from wreaking havoc on the humans, and making sure the souls travel safely to Soul Society. And by doing so, they keep this vaguely explained balance going. At first, every new Hollow provides a brand new challenge for our main characters. Each one of them is scary and strong. Then they introduce higher tier Hollows, starting with a Menos Grande. Sounds like a Starbucks coffee now that I think about it. Anyways, this thing is massive and strong and can shoot arrows, and it is explained as an incredibly powerful attack.
やつもここでセロを放つつもりか。逃げろ、早く。あれを食らったらかけらも残らんぞ。
And our team barely manages to beat this creature. After that, however, the focus of the show shifts to Shinigamis almost entirely. Aizen takes a trip to Hekomundo and pretty much beats every Hollow in there. And sure, he has his little illusion trick, but still kind of crazy. Then they explain how Hollows transform into even more powerful Hollows. And the process is an insane gacha system. Dear Hollow class enjoyers, here's what you need to do. First, become a half Hollow, then survive long enough to become a giant Hollow. Then you eat other Hollows like 1,000 times. And if you are lucky, you become a Gillian and devour thousands of fellow Hollows until you become a Jukas. A Jukas. Anyways, there's no stopping at this point, because if you lack the will and stop devouring, you fall off the corporate ladder and revert back to being a mindless Gillian, which is permanent this time. And the cool part is, after you have become a Juhas, there's no sure way of becoming a Bastolorde, the ultimate Hollow, because it is all RNG. And you know what isn't RNG? Beach Bass, an extremely difficult game which can only be beaten with pure skill. Made by Crow Studios, a gaming startup that me and my buddy from high school started with hopes and dreams. And now we are broke. Yay. But with the power of love and friendship,
I have the power of God and anime on my side! Wait,
we are releasing our second game called Beach Bass on Steam this summer. In the midst of a hot summer day, there's a beach party going on, but they are missing a DJ. You need to reach there and save the day. But you must be careful, the journey there will prove to be arduous and treacherous. If you enjoy extremely difficult games, this one is for you, as only the best of the best gamers can beat it. Beat the game, write your name on the leaderboards, and let me know how much of a god gamer you are. Head over to Steam and wishlist Beach Pass now, which is free to do. Link will be in the description. And if you don't enjoy the game when it comes out, force your favorite streamer to play it, so that we can all laugh at them when they rage quit.
Fuck!
Anyways, thank you guys in advance. Back to Hollows. My poor Ajuas, who climbed the ladder tirelessly, hoping for a better future. You will just need to devour and hope for the best, because it is simply based on luck. So there are only a handful of these elusive Vastalordes. Because of this insane rarity, I was like, god damn! These Vastalordes should be really strong, right? Turns out, it wasn't enough. So Aizen beat the shit out of them single-handedly. And then he made them even stronger by turning them into Arrancars.
Arrancar! 仮面を外し、死神の力を手に入れんとするフォローの一団だ。
These creatures were so strong that Toshiro said this about them.
もし現時点でアイゼンのもとにこのバストローデ級が10体以上いたらソウルソサエティは終わりだ。
So that was a fucking lie.
Oh, poor little Toshiro, you don't know shit. The strongest 10 of the Arrancars were called the Espada, and they looked incredibly cool. and their powers even cooler. But then the entire Hekomundo invasion plus the Arrancars vs Shinigami arc happened, and these dudes were super weak. They just seemed strong. They couldn't defeat anyone. Like, not one captain died in this world-ending tragic event. They completely got fucked one-sidedly. At the end of it all, Aizen thought the same thing. So he killed this poor last man standing Espada for shits and giggles. And just to rub how weak the Hollows were in our faces, he went on to beat the rest of the captains single-handedly as well. The supposed strongest Espada, after his Koki reveal, got toyed around with by Kenpachi and Byakuya. He literally lost to AoE damage because they were low-key fighting each other and didn't even care about him. The second strongest Espada used only Zeros, the one strong attack that no one cared about anymore. And yeah, it didn't go too well for him. Turns out, spamming the weakest level spell isn't a good strategy. And I don't even wanna talk about Bergen. The entire thing felt stupid, and it made it clear that there were no real threats to the Shinigamis from the start. Absolutely zero stakes were on the line. And if this was the case, why were Hollows ever a problem? Why do you have to employ a bunch of Shinigamis to the real world to keep humans safe, when you can instead just send one captain to Hekomundo for a week, and he can pretty much clear all the Hollows? After that, just keep rotating one captain a week to Hekomundo to make sure no other Hollows can spawn. GG fucking easy. In fact, you can send Yamamoto only for a day, and he doesn't even need to move. He can just go like one guy, and the entire place cooks itself. Easy. I really wanted more from Hollows, and that is my only disappointment with Bleach. It was my only disappointment. This video is a prequel to my upcoming one for the 1000-year Blood War. I have only watched the first 13 episodes as of now, and man, things are not looking good. I feel another one of these is coming. Anyways, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. And if you want to support what I do, you can check out Beach Pass on Steam. Peace!